Section C examines on governance, risk management, and control, representing 30% of the examination content. This section explains how organizations establish structures, processes, and oversight mechanisms to achieve strategic objectives while managing uncertainty and maintaining accountability. Internal auditors play a critical role in evaluating whether governance systems, risk management activities, and internal controls operate effectively and efficiently. Candidates learn how these elements interact to support ethical conduct, operational performance, regulatory compliance, and organizational resilience. The syllabus establishes governance and risk management knowledge as essential foundations for effective internal auditing and sustainable organizational success. A primary topic within this section is the concept of organizational governance. The syllabus explains that governance involves the processes and structures through which organizations are directed, monitored, and held accountable. Candidates study the roles and responsibilities of boards, senior management, internal audit functions, and other assurance providers within governance systems. The syllabus also introduces governance frameworks, principles, and models that support transparency, ethical decision-making, and accountability. Effective governance ensures that strategic objectives align with stakeholder expectations and regulatory requirements. By understanding governance structures, internal auditors can assess whether leadership activities, oversight mechanisms, and organizational practices contribute positively to long-term performance and organizational integrity. The syllabus also emphasizes the importance of organizational culture and its influence on the control environment and engagement risks. Candidates learn that organizational culture reflects shared values, attitudes, behaviors, and ethical expectations that shape employee conduct and decision-making processes. A strong culture promotes accountability, integrity, and compliance, while a weak culture may increase operational and ethical risks. The syllabus explains how internal auditors evaluate the impact of decision-making practices on governance, risk management, and internal controls. Understanding the relationship between culture and control environments helps auditors identify vulnerabilities, assess engagement risks more accurately, and recommend improvements that strengthen organizational behavior and operational effectiveness. Another important area within Section C involves recognizing ethical and compliance-related issues affecting organizations. Candidates study how organizations must comply with applicable laws, regulations, ethical standards, and industry requirements. The syllabus explains the internal auditor's role in supporting ethical frameworks by evaluating compliance programs, identifying misconduct risks, and promoting accountability. Internal auditors help organizations detect weaknesses in compliance processes and assess whether ethical expectations are effectively communicated and enforced. By understanding legal and ethical obligations, practitioners become better prepared to evaluate governance systems and recommend corrective actions. This knowledge strengthens organizational integrity while reducing the likelihood of regulatory violations, reputational damage, and operational failures. The syllabus further examines fundamental concepts of risk types encountered by organizations. Candidates learn to differentiate among strategic, operational, financial, compliance, reputational, environmental, sustainability, and social responsibility risks. Each category presents unique challenges that may affect organizational objectives and stakeholder confidence. The syllabus also compares inherent risk, which exists before controls are implemented, with residual risk, which remains after risk responses are applied. Understanding these distinctions enables internal auditors to assess exposure levels more effectively and prioritize audit activities appropriately. This risk-focused perspective allows practitioners to evaluate whether organizations are identifying, managing, and monitoring risks in ways that support long-term resilience and operational stability. Section C also provides detailed coverage of the risk management process and organizational risk frameworks. Candidates learn that risk management involves identifying, assessing, responding to, monitoring, and communicating risks that may affect objectives. The syllabus explains the concepts of risk appetite and risk tolerance, which help organizations determine acceptable levels of uncertainty. Internal auditors evaluate the effectiveness of risk management cycles and organizational responses to identified threats. The section also emphasizes the purpose and benefits of formal risk management frameworks that provide consistency and accountability across business functions. By understanding these processes, practitioners gain the ability to assess whether risk management activities effectively support strategic and operational decision-making. Internal control concepts and types of controls form another critical part of this syllabus section. Candidates study the purpose of internal controls in protecting assets, ensuring reliable reporting, supporting compliance, and promoting efficient operations. The syllabus explains preventive controls designed to stop problems before they occur, detective controls that identify issues after occurrence, and corrective controls that address weaknesses and restore normal operations. Internal auditors also learn how to recommend appropriate controls to mitigate identified risks. This understanding allows practitioners to assess whether organizational controls adequately address operational and financial exposures. Effective internal controls strengthen accountability, reduce risk exposure, and improve organizational performance across multiple business activities. The final component of Section C emphasizes the importance of evaluating the design, effectiveness, and efficiency of internal controls in both financial and non-financial environments. Candidates learn how internal auditors review control structures to determine whether controls are properly designed and functioning as intended.